Yes, yes, yes. It's the Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And we are live. Okay. Let's get the screen right. That's good. Hello and welcome to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And this is Boxing Talk with Raphie. And the music just seems a little tad loud. Let me see if I can reduce the volume just a little bit. Yeah, that seems better. Okay, let's have a look. Yes. NC 7282 up in the building, bright and early. It's 10 p.m. on the nose, on the button, over here in the UK. Okay, so what have we got in store? Well, first and foremost, let me fix the screen. Let me stop sharing that. And start sharing this. What's the visibility like? Visibility is good. Okay. How do I want to do it? Yes. John Daly up in the building. Okay. So what are we talking about today? Where's Lisa? Did I miss Lisa? Good evening. Where's Lisa? How come you can see Lisa and I can't see Lisa? What's going on? Anyway, let me do a sound check before we go any further. Let's have a looky. Okay. Let's get in here. Uh-oh. Let's have a looky. Oh, damn. I was worried. Okay. Let me stop the music. Yeah, that's good. In here. Uh-oh. That's a good balance. That's a good balance. Oh, Lisa Bales was first at the top. Okay. It's not registering on this streaming that I'm doing, but hello, Lisa Bales. Okay. So, where are we and what are we doing? Okay, so it's Boxing Talk with Raphie 318, I believe. Yep. Oh, gosh. What does it say 317? Oh, Lord. Why does that say 317? I'm pretty sure we're on 318. Goodness gracious. Hold on a second. Let me check this out. That ain't good. Let's check this out. Don't tell me we've got two Boxing Talk with Raphie 317s. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. Hold on. Let's correct this shiznix. That was 317. Yeah, the last one was 317. Oh, Lord. How do I edit? Where am I going to edit this? Edit event. Damn. Let me edit it there. Oh, this don't mess up the thing. Edit 318. Let's see if it works out okay. 318. Yeah, okay. Now let's save that. Let's see. Let's go back to the YouTube and see what happens. Hold on. Let's refresh that. Reload. 317. Still say 317. Okay, I'll do it manually. Boom. Okay. Now let's go to the YouTube and see if that's taken. Boxing Talk with Raphie 318. Marveloso. Okay. Let's come back to this thing. Let's Let's have a look over here. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, let's get into this shiznix. Let's get into this shiznix. Let's close that down and open this. Okay. Where do we start? Where do we go from here? Okay. So tonight we're going to be looking at some of the weekend's events, the homegrown events with Huey Fury and Christian Hamer, Savannah Marshall, and what's that lady's name? Come on, let's have some respect. Lolita Mozia. Lolita Mozia. We're going to look at them. We're going to look over stateside at the Ryan Garcia. We're also looking, we're going to have an action-packed show. We're also going to be looking at the words of Floyd Mayweather. The words of Floyd Mayweather directed to Team Wilder. We're looking at that. We're also going to be asking the question, how come Tyson Fury keeps going up the pound-for-pound ranks when his opponent keeps going down the ranks? How is your opponent going down the ranks and you're going up the ranks? What the hell is going on? How come you're beating the same guy who's lower down the rank every time you fight him, but you're going up the ranks? How does that work? We're going to be asking, how does that work? And we're also taking a look. How do I do this? Uh-oh. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, never mind. Let's do this again. Let's go over there like that and then do that. See how that works. Okay. So we're also taking a look at Anthony Joshua in America, namely Team Reynoso's gym. Okay. So we've got a full show, and we're going to drop the link and chop it up. Just take a drink of my beverage. Okay. So where are we? What's this here? Okay. What's this button? What does this button do? Boom. Boom. Okay. So what's going on here? What does this say? Tyson was never a champion. As a con man on drugs versus Vlad. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, let's do what? What? I have a job now. Well done. Congratulations. Uh-oh, that's not good. Let's get the... That's proper. Okay, excellente. Congratulations on the new job. Okay, so let's start and get on into this. What's this here? Reynoso? Who's Reynoso? Let's have a listen.
Aloha.
Hello, who's this?
Misnamos Serifilos.
Oh, okay. I'm afraid I don't speak your language. Sorry. So that would make communication very, very difficult. So, but thanks for jumping on nonetheless. Okay, let's get into this. Hello? Okay. Mr. Reynoso has disappeared. Okay. Congrats, pigeon. Okay. So let's go and let's do this. Let's get into this. And how do I set this up? How am I gonna set this up? Okay. Okay. I know I'll do this. I know how I know how I'll do this. I know how I'll do this. It will require a little bit of ingenuity, but I've got it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've got it. Let's okay. That's how we'll do it. Simples. Stop sharing that. Yui Fury. Where is it? There it is. There it is. Boom. Okay. Let's get that right. And let's get that right. Okay. Right. Okay. So, Yui Fury. Where is he? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, man. What's going on? What's going on, bro? What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? It's the pigeon. It's the pigeon. Yeah.
Mr. Pigeon.
Okay, pigeon. How you doing? How you doing, pigeon?
Yeah, man. I'm just chilling out, bro. I've just been watching this thing with AJ going to Reynoso. I think he should have done it 5 years ago, bro.
Yeah. Why 5 years ago?
I just think that McCracken, like I used to box in their gyms years ago. That's probably why I'm fucked up.
What's your language?
Sorry.
Yeah.
But I do actually think that in terms of what he's actually doing now is great. That Jalisco Guadalajara gym that he's training in now, AJ. I've been watching the videos and stuff, and I really like the fact that AJ is actually making an effort to do something different with his career. I'm very positive about him, to be honest. Listen, it's not over until the fat lady sings, and the fat lady is very big, and she sings a lot. So I don't think that AJ's career is necessarily done and dusted, to be honest.
Right.
What? One moment, Raphie. One moment.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the pigeon. Congratulate the pigeon on his employment status changing. Have you heard the McCracken audio? Shockingly poor. The McCracken audio. That's interesting. I haven't. I don't think I have. Where is this? Where is this audio? Where is this audio of which you speak?
Yeah, I'm back now. So.
Yeah, good man.
Yeah, I just needed to put my headphones on. Sorry about that.
Okay, that's cool. So AJ now over in America, going to various different locations, different places, different gyms, having a look see. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna hurt him any. I think it's I think it's time. I think it's time that he has a serious look at his training setup.
Yeah, we all need to have a serious look at our lives at sometimes, and I do think that he's come to that crossroads where I think that he needs to look at himself from since the Ruiz loss, that first loss when he went to Madison Square Garden and he lost that fight.
Yeah,
we all watched it and we were all sort of on tender hooks what was going to happen. We all wanted him to win, to break into the rest of the USA. And when he got clipped on the side of the head after the attack in the round, what was it, round 4 or it was round 4 when he attacked him and then he got clipped.
Yeah.
round
3 or round 4, yeah.
He just took everyone's gas out of them, so they didn't necessarily have the same momentum that we thought he was going to do before. It's difficult. I troll on the internet all the time, but when I come live, I actually tell the truth, which is good.
Yeah.
So what do I actually think is going to happen?
Have you ever undergone a lie detector test?
Maybe I should ask Tom Cruise.
You should have a lie detector test. You should have a lie detector test to find out if you're telling the truth or not.
If I actually exist, imagine.
Okay. Sorry. As you were saying. Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. Okay. So he's over there in America. He's over there in Reynoso, Jim. I find it difficult to believe that he's just over there on a holiday. I think that he's seriously looking to improve his training arrangements. Whether that means leaving McCracken altogether or keeping him in some kind of advisory role. I think that might be an option. Keep him in as an advisor.
What do you think's going on, Raphie? What do you think's going on?
I think he's looking for a new training setup. It seems pretty clear. Why is he popping in all these gyms? Apparently, he went into Virgil Hunter's gym, had a look in there. So, clearly he's investigating. He's looking around. He's doing the right thing. He's scouting.
You think he might stay with Reynoso then and not come back? What's he going to say to Eddie and stuff like that?
Eddie won't mind. Eddie's good friends with the Reynosos. It could have been Eddie that sent him over there.
Wow. Oh, shit.
Could have been Eddie that sent him over there because he was in an interview. Eddie Hearn was in an interview and he says, "Yeah, I'll go over. As their producer, provider, promoter, whatever, advisor." But at the end of the day, we're actually friends.
That gym in Sheffield, though, I'm not being funny. Like, you used to have Johnny Nelson going up there, like Frotch. All these people talking complete. I don't want to sound like negative or anything, but that is not a professional gym. That is an Olympic gym. It's not for professional boxers.
It's not for professionals. It needs a professional setup. It's very clear. It's very obvious.
He probably would have done better just to stay with Mark Tibbs, or even. I don't want to sound ridiculous. This is going to sound ridiculous, but you could have people like Tunde Ajayi. I know people say like Anthony Yarden, they're taking the mick. They're going on about this rematch against Lyndon Arthur, which is coming up soon. But at least they would have got a bit of bite into him. Do you know what I mean? Bit of bite into him. I just think that AJ, it's not him so much. I just don't know. It's just really strange, isn't it? It's sort of like, it's Hearn, isn't it? It's sort of wiggling his way. But Joshua's made so much money. He can live in the centre of London. He lives the life that we only dream of. So, me and you could be eating snails out of a duck's egg.
Well, I don't know about I'm okay, mate. I'm okay. I eat my eating habits are a little bit more conventional than yours.
Oxtail soup in oyster sauce or something, wouldn't it?
That's what sounds like an interesting mix of ingredients there. You must be eating at different types of restaurants to me, my friend.
I'm just making stuff up. I don't even know.
Different types of restaurants to me, Pigeon.
I don't know what they're eating. I'm just making it up. I don't know what they eat, rich people. So
okay. Pigeon being modest there because he knows the inland revenue pouring through his last 10 years accounts with a fine-tooth comb. So he's got to be careful. He's got to be on his P's and Q's financially. Okay. I think that he's over there and he's looking for a new training situation. It's too soon to say that he's left. It's too soon to say that he's left he's left McCracken setup. But it's too soon to say that. But clearly, he's having a good gander over there in the US of A.
I just think that it's not really like they're talking about going to Freddie Roach, but McCracken was never really a sort of heavyweight sort of guy anyway. He was like a middleweight. What was it? The WBA interim champ, and then he got beat down. He lost. McCracken. What was it? Who did he fight? McCracken? What was he? I can't
Yeah,
bloody remember now.
For a few people, but you was in his gym, so I thought you'd have been paying close attention to
I
his
was only there twice.
Okay,
There
you
two
went there
times.
twice. You didn't mess around. You clearly you didn't want to overstay your welcome, pigeon.
Let's
You
have a
didn't want
look.
to.
Let's
You
have a
didn't
look
want.
at before. Let's have a
You
look.
didn't want to overstay your welcome. What am I trying to do here? I think I'm okay. I'll leave that there. I'll leave that up there. But I've got to. What am I looking for?
Yeah,
I'm
that was it. He
looking.
lost to Howard Eastman. Raphie. He lost
Oh,
to
Howard
Howard
Eastman. I
Eastman.
remember. I remember Howard Eastman.
Yeah,
He had the dyed beard, didn't he? He had the. He's quite
yeah,
fanciful with his
yeah,
facial hair and his
yeah.
head hair. What am I looking for here? I think I'm looking for. Oh yeah, I know what I'm looking for. Hold on a second.
Yeah, he fought Howard Eastman in 2001 for the it was the the Commonwealth Championship that he lost against him.
Right.
And then he fought for actually wow. The fight before he fought for the WBC middleweight championship against
Right.
Keith Holmes. Keith Holmes was a good boxer.
Okay.
Which I'm actually quite surprised that McCracken fought him, because Holmes, I don't know if you remember the Bernard Hopkins fight, which was at Madison Square Garden. That was a massive fight. So
Okay.
I'm quite actually shocked that I'm quite shocked that McCracken fought him. So obviously I am a bit casual because I didn't know that. To be fair.
Okay. I think I've found what I'm looking for. Let's see if we can share. Uno momento. Boom. Boom. Okay. We're sharing now. Okay. So further pics of Anthony Joshua over there in America. Let's have a look, see if we're sharing that. Yeah, we're sharing that. Okay. Oh, let's get that a little bit bigger, shall we? Full screen. Yep. Okay. So he's over there touring. Let's have a look what Lisa Bales says. Kraken did well with Frotch. Sometimes a trainer only can take a fighter so far. Yep. Time to move on. Time to graduate. Time for graduation. Okay. So, what we saying now? Let's get this down and let us move on. Let's bring that down. Let's see what we're looking for. We're looking for. Oh yeah, boom. Exactly what I was looking for. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at his post. Uh-oh. What did I forget to do? Hold on. I think I forgot to pin. I forgot to pin the thing. And is this it? Hold on a second. No, may not be. Let's make sure we copied. Uh-oh. That definitely wasn't it. Let's copy this. Yep. Boom. And paste. Boom. Okay. So that's in now. Let me, do I need to pin that right away? Yeah, maybe I should. Boom. 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 Okay. Let's go back. There we are. Okay. Let's move that out of the way. Okay, we're good. Right. So, where are we? Let's make that bigger so you can see, hopefully. And let me read it. Okay. So, we're moving on now. So, Floyd Mayweather posts on his Instagram, his verified Instagram. Please hit the follow button if you want to follow a humble student teacher, mentor, and coach in the sport of boxing. He has all the credentials and qualifications to support why I recognize him as an elite boxing coach, something that nowadays many unqualified people claim to be. Follow Mark Breland. Okay, what is this? I never noticed this. What does this say? Sugar Ray Leonard. Mark, I wish you well, my man, as I've always been proud of you as a fighter, boxing trainer, and a man. Damn. Jeez Louise. Okay, so what are we to make of this? What are we to make of this? Let's go into the chat just for a moment. Big up the Raphie. Where we at? Thank you, Raphie. Okay. So this is Floyd Mayweather. These are his words. He appears to be taking shots. At Malik Scott. It's very unfortunate. But yeah, he's bigging up Breland, the former coach of Deontay Wilder, at the expense, so it would seem, at the expense of his current trainer, Malik Scott. And the implication being that Malik Scott is not an elite trainer. I don't think anybody ever claimed that Malik Scott was an elite trainer. But then you have to pose the question. It poses the question, is it a good point? Does Deontay Wilder need an elite trainer, or is Malik Scott just the ticket? Is Malik Scott just a ticket? I've often wondered why Deontay Wilder wouldn't go with an elite trainer. Why wouldn't seek somebody out? Why would he not seek an elite trainer? But then on the flip side of that, you say to yourself, well, hold on a second. Malik Scott's been around him. He's been in multiple camps. They're friends. Maybe Malik Scott knows how to, press the right buttons. Maybe Malik Scott knows how to press the right buttons and get the best out of Deontay Wilder. But then on the flip side of that, you say to yourself, well, hold on a second. Deontay Wilder only seemed to implement the Malik Scott way in the first round. Maybe some of the second round, but certainly by the third round, that was all gone. By the end of the second round, what Malik Scott's the Malik Scott style appeared to wither away, because what we were left with was a Deontay Wilder who looked like the Deontay Wilder we've come to know. Looked like he reverted back within 2 rounds. He reverted back to his old ways. And we were looking at the Deontay Wilder that we've come to know. We've always known. So certainly that was not the Malik Scott way. So you say, well, if Malik Scott's getting through to him, but it only lasted for a round and a half, well, how much is he actually getting through to him? It does pose the question. Let's have a look. Finally, men that know the game are finally speaking out. I think you're referring to Floyd Mayweather. Big Baby Anderson 21 is the new heavyweight from the USA. Well, he's the biggest prospect. He's their biggest prospect right now. What are you saying? He's 21? I thought he was a bit older than 21. Is he 21? Malik Scott is just a yes man. That's why Wilder wants him there. Damn. Yeah, that's the worry. That's the worry that he's not going for an elite trainer. It does make you wonder why he's not going for an elite trainer. Why is he going for an unproven trainer? I don't know when we find out. I don't know when we find out. Well, he was talking a good game. He certainly was. Malik was talking a good game. But it all seemed to go to pot. Okay, what's going on? Yeah, if you ask me, Malik Scott and JDs were playing cards in the corner during the fight. They really should have thrown the towel in. I think they really should. Tone, up in the building, asks, is Breland an elite trainer? Maybe not. But Scott may have been a downgrade. Yeah, you have to ask yourself the question, is Breland an elite trainer? He was an elite fighter. Was he an elite trainer? OMG. That's a damn good question. Yes, he's 21. Damn, I didn't know he was 21. I thought it was about 23 or 24. Imagine a trainer coming into the fighter's yard to train in his living room, moving furniture. OMG. Okay. Okay, so, is it time for a poll? I think it's time for a poll. Let's do a poll, and I will ask. Where's the? Okay. Let's do this. Does Wilder need an established elite trainer? Elite heavyweight. It should be heavyweight. Elite heavyweight. Trainer. Question mark. Or is Malik yes? Or is Malik Scott fine? Or is Malik Scott fine? How do I do that then? Yes. Malik is fine. Okay, let's see what this works. Malik is fine. Okay, so that's how it's going to be worded. Malik, I don't know if I spelled that wrong. Never mind. Let's do this. Does Wilder need an established trainer? Elite heavyweight trainer? Yes. Or no, Malik is fine. Okay. No, Malik is fine. Okay. Boom. Okay, so the poll is up. Does Wilder need an established elite trainer? Elite heavyweight trainer? Yes or no? Malik is fine. Okay, the poll is up. Okay, let's leave that there. Okay. The man got through 12 defenses despite his limitations. Yeah, but the argument there, the counter argument to that is that there were relatively low level defenses for the most part until he stepped up against the Cuban, Luis Ortiz, until he stepped up against the elderly Cuban, Luis Ortiz. And then he stepped up again against Tyson Fury. That would be the counter argument. Well, he had two water bottles. Malik had a strange water bottle in his corner. It wasn't really strange. It was just two different water bottles, one with water in it, and one with I would imagine some kind of herbal thing, whatever it may be. But whatever was in there, presumably it would have to be a substance that would get past any doping tests, because presumably they would get dope tested immediately after the fight. So that's what I would imagine. Although I'm sure there are other possibilities. Okay. Wilder just uses yes men. It's all on Wilder. If you ask me, Breland was good. Yeah, well, I think he started getting more yes men in. So that kind of, I suspect that undermined Breland's position with different people in his ear, probably not all singing from the same hymn sheet. Certainly didn't seem as if Breland and Diaz were worked in unison as well as they could have. Wilder S. Kent up in the building. Wilder needs a trainer, period. Not a behind kisser. OMG. Wilder isn't changing his style at this stage. Malik will do. Damn, shouldn't he shoot for the stars though? Shouldn't he shoot for the stars, or should he be making do with make do? Should he be making do with make do? You know? Or should he be going for the elite? Proven elite? That's a question which comes to mind. Red Glove Militant up in the building. Wilder needs a trainer he will listen to. Well, you know what they say? A hard head makes a soft ass. A hard head makes a soft ass. You know, maybe Wilder can testify to that. OMG. Okay. So, what's happening? What's going on? What's going down? Is Wilder? I don't listen. I'll just say it. I'll just give my honest opinion. I don't think Wilder is going to be taking anybody from outside of his team, outside of his close circle. And if I'm honest, I don't want to be too controversial. You know, they say that Raphie's too controversial. I don't want to be too controversial, but honesty is sometimes controversial. And I think the honest truth, although I hate to say it, I think the honest truth is that Deontay Wilder don't want nobody coming in and seeing how rudimentary he is. Meaning he hasn't even got down the basic fundamentals. It's a concern. There's an allegation that Wilder don't even got the basic fundamentals down. So how is he going to feel from a personal point of view when an established trainer comes in and says, "What the hell is this? You're doing everything wrong. What is this? I think, is it possible the Wilder could be embarrassed at the thought of having to deal with the scorn of an established heavyweight trainer coming in, looking what he's doing, and rebuking him for his lack of basic fundamentals? Is that the case? Because I've long suspected it to be the case. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what people are saying in chat. Let's have a look what people saying in chat. Speaking like that for the northern listeners. Yeah? Being inclusive. Raphie's being inclusive. Okay. Well, he's got one though, isn't he? Wilder needs to get a strength and conditioning coach for sure. He's got one, mate. He's got a strength and conditioning guy. What's his name? Travis Scott or something like that. Yeah, he's got one, mate. He's got one. But how the hell is your strength and conditioning coach building up Wilder's top half while the bottom half looks like sticks? Look like two broomsticks. We talked about it on the channel. We talked about it on the show multiple times. I've said it multiple times. He needs to be building up the legs, the bottom half, not the top half. Remember, the bottom half has to carry the top half. So the bottom half has to be strong when you're building up the top half. And actually building the bottom half actually helps build the top half too. So you definitely should have been focused on building the bottom half. Look at the vase. Look at any structure. Yeah? It's like a pyramid structure. You want to keep a pyramid structure. You want it stable. You kind of have a pyramid structure. That means it's heavier on the bottom than it is on the top. If you do it the other way around, basic physics tell you that you're building something to topple over. Basic physics. Biology. Call it what you will. Yes. Viso W up in the building. Did I say building? Ronnie Shields is about to become AJ's new trainer. Really? What makes you say Ronnie Shields? You got any data on that? You got any data? Or is that intuition? Is that intuition? Wilder's problem is nothing sinks in. He doesn't really listen. So no matter what the quality of the trainer is, he ain't gonna learn a goddamn thing. Damn, he's hard-headed. He's that hard-headed. Damn. My guess is that Wilder doesn't take criticism too well. Well, you know what Breland said. You know what Breland said when he got unceremoniously fired by Wilder. Wilder suggesting that Breland drugged him, spiked his water. You know what Breland said? Breland said that. Swap that around. Yeah, Breland said that. When he went in, you'd have to run everything by JD's. You want to try some techniques, you'd have to run it by JD's. And JD's would say, well, leave it with me. Because he's in a funny mood right now. He's coming in a funny mood. So JD's would be the intermediary. JD's would go and talk to Wilder. And then JD's would come back to Breland and give him the lowdown on what Wilder's mood was, what was permissible, what was not permissible, what they could do, what they should do, what they shouldn't do. So, I get the impression it was like walking on eggshells. And JD's was his enabler. So JD's would kind of buffer, would block certain things. Makes you wonder if JD's actually did that to almost strengthen his position, kind of build up his position as the only guy who could talk to Wilder. which is kind of ironic because now it seems like he's just been relegated to water boy. Seems like he's wild as water boy now. Although, let me drop that. Let me stop sharing that. Seems like he's wild as water boy now. Although, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's have a look at the bronze bomber. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Let's have a little looky. Okay. Can I expand that? We go full screen on that type of thing. Yeah, let me share. Let me share that. Let me share that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Although it seems like JD's now, whenever we see him, he's pouring. He just seems to be pouring water on Wilder's head. Hold on, make this safe. Okay. Yeah, it seems like he's the water boy now. Seems like JD's there. He's in the background. There he's in the background. Oh, disappeared. Although, of course, he's the manager. He's one of Deontay Wilder's managers. So he gets his cut. Still gets his cut for managerial things. But now he seems to be relegated to water boy. So it don't seem like he's blocking. Don't seem like he's blocking Malik Scott. So at least that. If you went and got an elite trainer, maybe they're trying to play him like they played Mark Breland. Say, oh yeah, you can't talk to him. No, you can't talk to him. He's got, you talk to me and I'll take it through him. I'll take it to him. Maybe it's that kind of arrangement. Maybe it's that kind of situation. Maybe that's how they're operating down there. So let's get out of that one. I was looking to see a situation where JD's was more involved. But he seems to really not be too much a big of a part in the training situation. Don't seem that big a part in the training situation. Like Scott there in the wetsuit. What's this? What is this? Okay. All right. Cool. Ooh. Okay. So that's his good lady there in the freezer. In the freezer. Okay. Let's have a look what's going on. Anytime you ref a fight and Wilder loses, you're going to be a controversial ref. Uh-oh. Choo-choo. All right, let's have a look what's going on. What's going on there? Need to come out to that altogether. What's going on? Dang. Jeez. All right. Built like bed knobs and broomsticks. OMG. Let's have a look. Let's have a little looky here. Boom. Boom. Hold on a second. Let's have a look. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button. What's going on here? What's going on here? Seems you can take Wilder out to the windmill, but you can't take the windmill out to Wilder. OMG. I wouldn't be surprised if JD's was behind all the madness. In fact, I bet my house on it. Says washing machine. What kind of washing machine is it? I wonder if it's an Indesit. Okay, let's come out of that. Still looking for JD's. What is this? What is that? Okay. That drink makes him strong. Uh-oh. Did I just play a commercial? What the hell am I? Get out of here. I ain't doing commercials over here. What's this? Uh-oh. More commercials? Oh, it's not a commercial. Oh, this isn't another commercial, Bronze Bomber. Where we at? Okay. He's only had one fight with Malik, so the jury is still out for me as to his effectiveness as a trainer. He said that he didn't teach Wilder anything he didn't know already. I think that's a technique he had to use with Wilder to get him inspired, to get him learning, and not to pander to his ego, perhaps. Maybe that's it. Correction: pour unspiked water on Wilder's head. He gets 40% dying. Well, if he gets 40%, if JD's got 40%, how much would Shelly Finkel get? Is a bigger manager, bigger slice of the pie. Nah. I think JD's might. Yeah, I did hear some. Oh yeah, back in the day there was some talk that he was getting some huge amounts. Yeah, back in the day, I remember now vaguely. But I doubt it's 40%. I mean, he's got Shelly Finkel as well. He's got Al Heyman to pay. So if he got 40%, then how much would Shelly Finkel be getting? Doing more work. So I doubt that. I don't know. Maybe he's getting 20%, maybe 30%. Maybe he's getting 20 to 30%. Maybe let's say 20, hopefully not more than that. 20%. Shelly Finkel getting 25%. So what's that, 45? What percentage is Al Heyman getting? 20%? Or 65? I don't know. But yeah, that was always the talk with Deontay Wilder, that he had many people with fingers in the pies. But on the flip side of that, he appears to have invested well in property. It seems like he's comfortable. So he appears to have made some good investments. So good luck to him on that. Good luck to him. Road to glory. When we look back, how much does this replicate the fight? Does pad work? They say pad work is good, but only if it replicates stuff you're gonna do in the fight. So we saw some attempts at jinking there. Did he have anybody leaning on him? Did he have anybody putting him in headlocks though? Okay. Oh dear. Tad harsh. Waterboy is too senior a position for JD's. They should just have him clean the latrines. OMG. tad harsh. Oh, Lord. Okay. These earned 1.2 million last year in last year's Forbes. So last year, did Wilder fight last year, 2020? Did he fight in 2020? What is this? 2020, yeah. Tyson Fury, February 2020. So if he got 1 million, so if he got what? 1.2 million out of that, what's that? What's that? What does 1.2 million represent in a pie chart? Forbes, what do they know? How accurate are their figures? Because what? Deontay allegedly got 28 mil for that pre-tax, pre-deductions. Pre-tax, pre-deductions. So what percentage is 1.2 million of 28 million? Leave that to the mathematicians. Come up, yeah. What's the percentage of that? What's the percentage of that? 1.2 million out of 28. Interesting. Okay. They send JDs to the shops. Oh, Lord. Is Jay some kind of conman controller? Dime. JD's isn't playing left wing or center or even half. He's almost playing left, right, out. Oh, dear. Okay. Let's have a look. Tone, that's true. Malik said Wilder already had the skills to pay the bills. And he didn't need to teach him anything new. Almost like passing the buck before the fight even started. Yeah, I think he was trying to say, oh, DJ Georgie Porgy up in the building. It's it for our friend from the Americas. Our friend from the Americas passing through. Take his advice, people. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button. Yeah. Hit the bell icon. Stay updated with news and notifications. Okay. Oh, dear. I think the fight doctor's laying low. Today. Maybe the other shows last night took too much. Last week took too much out of him. And the mushrooms, he hasn't had. He's not infused with the mushrooms. He's not infused with the magic mushrooms right about now. So maybe he needs a mushroom hit. Okay. Who's that in the tub? The cold tub? That would have been his wife. Not sure. Okay. It's a cold tub. It's very cold. It's a cold tub. Cold. What's going on? Let's have a looky. JD's needs a biopic of how he got the man to the top. How he got the man to the top and now he's the water boy. How the hell does that work? Okay. I don't like Fury. Something doesn't stick. I've tried to like Fury. Damn. What's going on here? Yep. Knows everything. Wilder knows everything. That's why he's a superior boxer to everybody else. JD's is Bobby Boucher. Don't know who he is. He does get 40%. Does he get 40%? I don't think so. The numbers don't add up. Heyman 9%, Finkel 23%. Oh gosh. All right. Okay. Cool. Where are we? What did Bruce Lee say? Boards don't hit back, and neither do pads. Okay. About 4% of the purse was 30 million. Yeah, I heard it's 28 mil. 28 mil for the second fight. That was Wilder's cut. Pre-tax cut. Wilder hate is getting a little long in the tooth. We're not talking about hate. We're talking about what the man needs to do to improve. That's what we're talking about. And it's a rat-a-tat, matter of fact, rat-a-tat-tat. Constructive criticism and observation. That's what it is. Where are we here? Okay. Waterboy on 20%. Fight doctor, you're alleged, says Malcolm Marcel. Why are they stretching that dude out? Yeah, man, it's recovery. It helps you to recover faster when you go in the cold. Either a cold tub, but this is more advanced than the cold bath. So it's more advanced than the cold bath, but you got to wear socks. You have to wear socks when you go in them things. Or you call them. Maybe you call them. Deontay is made for life. Yeah. Well, he's business partners with Fury. I don't think he can fire JD's. I don't think he can. Well, surely he can, but there's talk that JD's is indispensable. You can't fire him. There's some talk about that. But surely he'd be able to fire the man. But the man keeps his percentage. I don't know. I don't know. I think they had some kind of JD's was some kind of investor maybe. So he's got a stake. So even if I fire him, he's still got a stake. He's still got a piece of the pie because he was an investor. That's the impression that I'm getting, that I get. Okay. So let's drop that down and let's talk about the weekend fights. Where's the... Oh, damn, the poll. Okay, so don't forget we've got a poll. And the poll says, does Wilder need an established elite heavyweight trainer? Yes or no? Malik Scott is fine. 77% of respondents say yes. Deontay Wilder does need an established elite heavyweight trainer. And 23% say no. Malik is fine. Okay, so I'm going to leave that up there for another couple of minutes so the stragglers can get your vote in. And, leave it up there for a couple more minutes. And in comes. Well, I'll let him introduce himself.
Fight Doctor is in the house on Rick James status with a fresh supply of mushrooms. Good evening, sir.
Yes, the Fight Doctor. How do you do? You got your fresh supply.
I'm doing well, thank you. And I was just thinking that you are an undercover. I think, Ralph, it's time that you admit that you are in reality an undercover Deontay Wilder fan. Just go ahead and admit it to the public. Come out of the closet, as it were.
Yeah.
And just admit that you are secretly a Deontay Wilder fan, but you're just posing as a charter member of the Anthony Joshua cheerleading contingent but you're actually false flagging. So I think you should just go ahead and admit to the world and come out of the closet finally.
Yeah.
Okay, just Diana Ross, she made a song. I'm coming out. Okay, so now's your time, sir. Now's your time.
Well, that's a very interesting hypothesis. But as you know, a secret agent can never reveal his allegiance.
I got you, sir. You need to maintain your cover, so I got you. You keep up the good
need,
work, though. Okay, just
you
keep up
need
the
to
good work.
maintain the cover. We can't really say who we're working for. Well, we can, but you can never really tell. You can never really tell. How is anyone to know? Let me just share this thing here. Let me just share this thing. Damn, I haven't really shared it anywhere, have I? But hell. Have I got time to share everything? I mean, I'm not really one of them social media guys who's sharing everything all the time. Let's have a look. Let me drop that there too. Dropping this, sharing this in the secret society. Where else do I need to drop this? Okay, let's drop this in my little part of the secret society. Okay, it's sent. And let's close that down. Okay, so before I end the poll, let's have a look. Okay, there we go. Let's end the poll now. Poll is ended. 77% of people said yes. 77% said yes. Deontay Wilder does need an established elite heavyweight trainer, and 22% said no. Malik is fine. Your view on that? Your view on that? The fight, doctor. Your view on that?
So yeah, I think Malik Scott is fit to hold the pads, but in terms of strategy, just everything that a trainer's supposed to do, I think if you're going to compete at the top of the heavyweight game in boxing, you need to bring in somebody who, been there, done that. Somebody who's been to the mountaintop.
Yeah.
Especially at this late stage in the game.
It's not as if he's got time. It's not as if he's got time to play with. Time is not on his side. He's 36. No. 36 this month.
Yeah. So, yeah, he really needs to bring in, listen, Tyson Fury, all right, what did he do for the second fight? He brought in
Sugar Hill Stewart.
Proven brain trust. Proven. Okay? Tried and true. Battle tested and approved. Right? And you bring in Malik Scott. Advantage Fury. So, I mean, it's chess, not checkers. So, the question is, when is Deontay Wilder going to start playing chess? Because that was not apparent in fight number 3.
No.
It was more of checkers.
Yeah. It's more checkers.
It's chess, not checkers, goddammit. Okay? Excuse the language.
And for people just joining, we're responding to Floyd Mayweather's post on Instagram, which was basically, why the hell did I shut that damn thing down? Which was basically saying, why did you fire an elite trainer? Why did you fire an elite trainer to go with an unproven trainer? That's not what he wrote, but that's the meaning. That's what it seems like. It seems like that's the meaning. That's the feeling. Where are we? Let me share. Let me move this along and share this shizzle. Well, actually, you didn't see the fights over the weekend. You Savannah Marshall and Hughie Fury, did you?
I didn't see. I saw the Garcia fight. I didn't see the Fury fight.
You saw the Garcia fight. We can talk about the Garcia fight. We can talk about that Garcia fight, and then we can talk. Well, I'll talk about where am I going here? I'm going for the zone. I'm going for the zone UK. Okay, I've written it in enough times. There we go, and we can actually. Where is it? Oh, new things have come up. No, we're not interested in that. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're looking at. Okay, so boom. Let's share this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, how does that look on the screen? Name's taking too much of the screen. Let's just have that in a corner, like so, or like so. And where are we? Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Okay, we can have a little looky. We can have a little peep. Okay, so as we all know, Garcia was the favorite, and this was just a little warming fight. He'd been out of the ring for some 20 months, and this was just a warm up ahead of a potential clash with Regis Prograis. That was on the cards. Talk to me about this fight, the fight, Doctor.
Yeah. So, first of all, I'm not sure how Mikey Garcia got it in his brain that 147 is the weight class he should campaign at. It's not. He has no business at 147 pounds.
Yeah.
And the other thing, the other problem is, look, boxing is not a sport that you can just have these long layoffs.
Yeah.
You have to keep your tools sharp, and the way you do that is by using them in the gym. All right, ultimately fights. Right, you learn how to fight by actually fighting.
Yeah.
I don't like these long layoffs, and that's just been, it seems like he's just fall victim to what I consider to be the curse of Bob Arum. Right, you fall out with Bob Arum. Next thing you know, you're on the shelf for 2 years.
Oh.
And he's just sort of been in that mode ever since falling out with Bob Arum. So I hope that this is. I'll be honest with you. To me, he looked a little shot. Because he was doing a lot of the right things. Cutting off the ring, and he just certain things that I saw that he was doing that looked right. But the one thing that he wasn't doing that he needed to do was throw punches. You can't win a fight unless you throw punches. And it almost seemed to me like he could see the openings, he just couldn't pull the trigger. And if that's the case, it's shot city.
Damn.
Now, I don't want to. I would like to think I'm a huge Mikey Garcia fan. I don't want to think that he's shot. Maybe it's something else going on. I don't know.
What else could it be? What else could it be?
It could just be ring rust, inactivity, timing wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? It's been 20 months. And from what I understand, he hasn't been living the Bernard Hopkins monastic lifestyle between fights.
Uh-oh.
And that's probably why he's fighting at 47, So, hopefully this is a wake-up call. He can rematch this guy, take care of the business, and move on with his career, but only stay busy.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Something I seen. Where is it? I must be way behind on the chat. Way behind. What's this here? Boom. Okay. Cool. Let's have a look at what people are saying. Okay. Fighting for money without a passion for the sport is always going to get you eventually. And that's what happened to Mikey. Yeah, well, what do I think happened to Mikey? I think Mikey been out for 20 months, living life. I don't think he was living the boxing life, though. Showing you his investments, and it showed you his pot belly, which was an ample demonstration finally, which was an ample demonstration that he wasn't living the boxing life. He was out of the game. He was out of the game, but he was really out of the game. It seems like he was out of the gym too. Yeah, being out of the game is one thing. Being out of the ring is one thing, but being out of the gym altogether, nah, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. So I think what we see is the manifestation. Is the manifestation. Shout out to the Iron Kong up in the building. It's a manifestation of what happens to a boxer when he forgets one of the most basic, fundamental things that a boxer has to remember. Stay in the gym regular. Stay ready. Stay sharp, or at least tick over. At least tick over. At least get what, three runs in? 3 runs in per week. At least get 3 runs in per week. At least that. And then on the alternate days or on the same day, go into the gym. Yeah, go into the gym, get a run, get a skip on, get some work on the heavy bag on 3 days a week minimum. Minimum tick over. 3 days a week. So that's what you got to do. And in comes the man like the Iron Kong. The Iron Kong, is that you?
Am I in?
You're in, my friend. You're in. You're
Oh.
in. It's a new system.
Oh, hey.
New improve.
Yeah. This restream, a bit dodgy, but hey. Yeah, man, just stopping through to say what's up to you, Raphie. Been a while, man. The fight doctor himself. I guess y'all talking about Mikey.
Yeah, we're talking about Mikey. Yeah.
Hey, I remember when his fight was announced, I saw Sandor Martin beat up this guy from Britain.
Uh-oh.
When he went to challenge him for I think it was the European title. I was like, this dude can fight. So when he was announced to fight Mikey, I was down on the fight because I was like, Mikey Garcia is a guy who keeps looking for just that right fight. I mean, the zone was stupid enough to pay him $7 million for Jesse Vargas. So I was like, why are you trying to fight Sandor Martin, man? But anyway, unlike other people, I wasn't calling this dude a bum because I've seen him fight before. And one of the ways I see a lot of people, because they don't know somebody, they don't know who the person is, that person is a bum.
Yeah.
Right? No, Mikey's credentials compared to him, of course, it's going to be called a cherry pick because of Mikey's past credentials.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I keep employing people just because you don't know who somebody is. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that person is a bum. Let me tell you something. It's people all over the world. All over the world just waiting for one opportunity. This man made $150,000.
Yeah.
Right? Just for a chance.
Mm.
And while Mikey Garcia might not have ever seen a Sandor Martin fight, I'm quite sure Sandor Martin has been watching Mikey Garcia for a long time. He's been watching.
Yeah.
Damn straight he has.
So he's been waiting for this chance. So you might not have been studying him, but he's been studying you. I mean,
yeah.
So yeah, that's just my opinion on that, man.
Yeah, you've been studying him, and he grasped his opportunity with both hands. The fight doctor.
He'll make considerably more than $150,000 in his next fight. I can promise you that.
Okay? Considerably more. So let's talk about Iron Kong. Let's talk about Mikey Garcia saying that he wants the rematch. Should he take the rematch or should he just move along?
Oh, Mikey or Sandor?
Yeah. Mikey says he wants a rematch with Sandor.
Well, hey, I mean, for Sandor, it's a big money fight, so go ahead. I mean, right now, Southpaws are winning. So Dillian White better be careful. Okay?
Yeah.
So, hey, if I'm Sandor, I'm like, yeah, no problem. It could happen in Barcelona, though. I mean, tell Eddie, hey, man, get this man to Barcelona. Yadas did a big show with Kerman Leheraja.
What do you mean? This Martin guy is actually a real Spaniard, not a Mexican?
No, he's from Spain. What do you mean?
I thought he was a Mexican guy. I thought he was a
No.
Spanish Mexican
How
guy. He's
how
actually a Spanish. He's Spanish.
how he gonna be the European champion and be a Mexican?
Yeah. I thought he was actually a Mexican guy. Okay, that's
No.
interesting. He's a real Spaniard. He's a real Spanish onion. Okay. So what'd you say? Take the rematch or just move along? Garcia.
I mean, well, if you're Garcia, of course you want the rematch. If you're Sandor Martin, just make sure you make big money. You know what I'm saying? You want money now because this is your chance. You took an opportunity, and you should be rewarded for you taking a chance, bro. I mean, yeah, come on, man. I say take the rematch if it's there.
Take the rematch if it's there. The Fight Doctor, rematch or move along?
I say he should do whatever makes him the most money, Mikey Garcia.
Hmm.
You know, maybe perhaps, Taylor.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Taylor wants something. So if I'm Mikey Garcia, if Josh Taylor wants to fight, I'm going to take that fight over rematching the Spanish guy. But at some point, Mikey Garcia will need to go and avenge that loss.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have to do it in his next fight?
Uh,
I don't know, but at some point, he has to avenge
Fight
that loss, in
doctor.
my opinion. Yes,
Fight
sir.
doctor. Has Mikey Garcia fought a lot of southpaws in his career?
I think that's only the third southpaw he's fought in his career, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So, because outside of Spence, I can't think of anyone. But during the telecast, they mentioned, I thought I heard them say that that Garcia has fought three southpaws in his career, including the one he's facing tonight. So, I mean, I only recall Spence.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it
Hmm.
might just be a sour matchup for him then. It might just be a bad matchup for him then. Southpaw, a guy who can move around like that, you know?
So, I mean, it could be, but I think a fighter of Mikey Garcia's caliber, I don't think
Yeah.
fighting a southpaw necessarily should be a problem. I think the problem with Garcia is his lifestyle. He hasn't been fighting. He hasn't been living a fighter's lifestyle, and the long layoff, and quite frankly, I think he underestimated this guy. Okay, this guy didn't get the memo. Maybe perhaps Mikey Garcia thought that this guy would just show up for a paycheck, whereas he had other ideas. Like I know I'm actually coming to win. Um, so I mean, we'll see if this fight goes in rematch. If there's an immediate rematch, then we will see. Because hopefully, uh, Mikey Garcia will have got the message and will take this guy more seriously and will take his career more seriously and rededicate himself to boxing. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. So we gon' see. And who's this? Belize Bob.
It's Beelzebub.
Oh, Beelzebub. Oh, damn. How you gonna do me like that, Red Gov Militant? How you gonna do the Raphie like that? Come on, brother. How you doing, Red Gov
Well, if you mess with Bob, you might get put on the shelf.
Militant?
I know that's a terrible Bob Aaron, but it's the best I can
It ain't too bad. But
do.
she just came up on there. We told him there wasn't gonna be a face off, and she just, she just kind of wanted to, stir everything up. And she's she's
So, fight doctor. So, fight doctor, you think that Mikey just got caught cold? Like he got caught off guard? He thought it was gonna be a walk in the park.
Honestly, I don't know what the hell happened. All I know is what I saw, and what I saw was a guy who, to be honest, almost kind of looks shot. Because I'm looking, and Garcia, his body language was telling me like he could see the openings, he just couldn't pull the trigger. You know,
Mm.
I mean, he really just was just standing in front of the guy, and the guy was giving him movement, and popping him with a jab, and just sort of just kept Garcia in a state of almost confusion. All right, so I would like to think that a fighter of his caliber would be prepared for what this guy brings to the table, but he just seemed kind of lost. I mean, so I honestly I don't know what the hell happened. You know, I'm thinking it's probably the long layoff, and how he's living between fights has a lot to do with what we saw. But I mean, I don't think we'll know for sure what the hell happened until the rematch.
Um,
Yeah, I agree.
I just quickly, I know Robert Garcia had said on an interview when this fight was first announced that it was strange because it was almost like a
Uh oh. We got low
Yeah,
showing me some low level Wi-Fi there. Um, looks like Iron Kong might have hit a low. Oh, Wi-Fi is good. Iron Kong's Wi-Fi is good again.
I
Your
know.
wi your Wi-Fi is good again, Iron Kong. We lost you for a second, but you're good
Oh,
now. You
oh,
got
I
you got
think I
you got
think
four.
I think Beelzebub got me. So just quickly, Robert Garcia was saying like he gets, it was almost like he was saying like Mikey Garcia, they can't tell what he wants to do. Like he's either he's kind of up for the fight, then he's not. So it's almost like Robert was saying like he doesn't know what Mikey's intentions are. I
Mm,
was listening to a stream the other day with Fight Doctor. Y'all were talking about Wilder,
mm,
and Fight Doctor made a very, I thought very poignant point. He said,
mm.
he was talking about Wilder, but I think it
Yeah.
applies to Mikey. He said boxing is a sport that demands truth. You got to be honest with yourself. What are you in this for? Are you really here to fight, or are you here to just earn, or
Mm,
both? You know,
mm,
you got to be honest. You got to be truthful. So,
mm.
Fight Doctor, when he said it, I was like, yo, that's real talk.
That's real talk. Real talk from the Fight Doctor. Very rare occurrence indeed. But we do appreciate that rare moment. The Fight Doctor, much appreciated, much appreciated. So, the Red Glove Militant, talk to me. Tell me about your views and observations on this thing.
yeah. I mean, I think what Kong just said about what what Fight Doctor just said. I think that hits the nail right on the head. You gotta like you like. I actually did a stream earlier today
Yeah.
talking about this, and that is, if this is no longer your life's passion, then you got to stop doing this. Don't like swallow your pride if you got any pride about this. Like this isn't you can't play boxing, and you could really get yourself hurt in there. And to get, like there's a prediction league in the YTBC. I'm not in it, but I know there's like more than 50 people in it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who are very knowledgeable.
Mm,
Actual Facts is the only one who picked Martin in the whole prediction league.
wow.
So that kind of tells you like the kind of odds that people were giving this guy.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's Kong said something that makes a lot of sense, and that is just because you don't know who somebody is
Mm,
does not make that person a bum.
yeah.
And if you're a fan of the sport and you want to call yourself a hardcore, you got to be willing to go outside of the local media.
Mm,
And you need to be doing, deep digging
mm,
to really get to the nitty gritty of the guys that are going to be hard to know about,
mm,
because that's what a true hardcore fan is.
yeah.
So, big ups to Martin for pulling off one of the biggest upsets of the year, in my opinion.
For sure.
Uh, I know there's other upsets that happen, but I think this is one of those ones where a lot of people weren't even giving this guy a puncher's chance.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so big ups to him for shutting a lot of people up. And if you just so happen to put money on him, enjoy the the winnings. I know there had to be some good returns on that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell straight. So did you see the Savannah Marshall and the Hugh Fury fights?
No, I didn't see those.
Okay.
I'm one of those casuals that I was just speaking against.
Well, you know something? If people are unemployed and this is their passion, then that's all cool in the gang. But if you're actually employed, you've worked for a living, and there's only so many hours in the day, and you have to prioritize what you need to prioritize. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the time, yeah, you can get on with your hobby, but there's a big world out there. It's bigger than boxing. So, we just fit it in where we can get in. We just fit in where we can get in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I agree.
Yeah,
It's
100%. So I'm gonna ask you, since we got you and Kang, just for a short time, I would imagine. I just got to ask you about a couple of topics. Oh, people, there's a poll going on right now. And the question is Garcia, rematch or move along? So if you want to get in on the poll, get in on the poll. Okay, I appreciate that. So Mayweather came out and pretty much said, I'm paraphrasing, or am I not? Am I or am I not? Yeah, I think I am. And said that Wilder needs an elite heavyweight trainer. I want to pose that to you and the Iron Kong. Your thoughts and observations on that matter.
all right. So, does Wilder need an elite trainer?
Yeah.
Yes, I do think that he needs an elite trainer, but it's not going to do him any good to get an elite trainer if he's not going to be listening to instructions. I don't think he was doing a very good job listening to instructions when it came to Malik Scott. Regardless of those instructions were good or not, the fact is he did that with Breland as well. So, if so yes, he does, but ultimately, even if he gets Emmanuel Stewart reincarnated, after meeting the Most High, coming back with more knowledge, if he's not willing to listen to him, it's not going to do any good.
No good if you don't listen. The Iron Kong.
I think Red Glove is right. The issue has never been about people coaching Deontay. The issue is that Deontay is a person who doesn't listen. I remember when this thing came up with Breland, people chastised me and told me it wasn't that Wilder wasn't listening, it's just that Breland couldn't teach. And I was like, what do you mean the man couldn't teach? You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is a big man. This is not somebody in kindergarten that, you have to coddle and whatever. Breland is not going to be teaching Wilder anything super advanced, whatever. But my thing is, just to be quick, Wilder don't need his friend training him. He don't need his friend being his head trainer. Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury and just pretty much reverted to type after a while. Yeah. After the second round, he just went back to Deontay. Yeah. And I'm really disappointed that he seems to be happy with Malik. I think Fight Doctor said Malik is a good pad man. But when it comes to a general to run the show, he's gonna have to submit himself to to listen, and that's his issue.
Yes, and that was the Iron Kong, and in comes the man like the EJ Boxing live. Live.
You got it, yeah, bro. I was coming, brother. Yo, bro, what's going on, Raphie? What's going on the panel? So, what you talking about? Sandor the Glano, Sandor Martin, or you talking about Wilder's trainer? What we talking?
Well, you can go with the Wilder trainer thing, and then we can go on to the Sandor Martin.
Wilder likes bloodsuckers, man. He likes people licking up to him, you know. I'm your king.
Oh my God.
I'm your king. I'm your king, and I'm your god. I'm your whatever he is. He want people sucking on his big toe, and that's what you get. You know what I mean? If that's what you want, that's what you get. If you want someone to tell you the truth, then Breeden would have been your man. You know what I mean? Your head gassed up. You're in Alabama. You let man from the UK go all the way to the Kronk and get the best trainer while you sat there, right? And sat there, get a fur coat, get the girl and do your madness. You get people on YouTube telling you how to act, and that's where you end up on the floor, lick up and mash up. You know what I mean? End of the day, to be fair, like anyone you get at this point, yeah, because they're gonna tell you what you want to hear. What you call it, tricksters or con men. Like if you think about it, if you look at Malik, yeah, all you gotta do is just tell Wilder what he wants to hear, and Wilder believes you. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. Malik will tell him this, that, the other. But the bottom line, it was the wrestling that Tyson Fury had that Malik had no answers for. That was the question. Like, you know, Tyson Fury went to WWE. He learned the wrestling, and Fury used some of that style, and that's what he used in the second fight to beat him up. It was, you know what I mean? The Wilder had no answer for any
But
grappling. Yeah, go on.
EJ, I have a question for you. Wasn't that the reason for putting on the weight though? About, you know, and what, you know, was the deal with the you know, the grappling and the clinching and all that? Wasn't that the point?
They see Wilder, they'll tell him anything to make him feel better. If you know, like when you like Iron Kong, you know when you're pushing weight, you feel powerful, but that you feel powerful, but realistically, that's what they thought was help, yeah. But realistically, you needed to bring a wrestler into the camp to deal with when he put a headlock. Look, Adrian Broner did it to Marcus Madonna. When Marcus was trying to get him a headlock, Adrian Broner spun behind him. You know, he started shagging him behind. So you need someone to you know how to get out of them headlocks when the man was trying to wear you down, and Wilder had no clue. Wilder thought he was powerful enough to push him, but Fury just kept on coming, man, kept trucking along like an old choo-choo train, kept wearing him down, bro. Wilder, if anything, he looked better under Breeding, because under Breeding was more sleek. He was busier, you know, the first fight you're talking about. And, you know, since then, you know, Wilder revert to, he's like most guys, when they lose, they make excuses. Manny Pacquiao made mad excuses. George Foreman made excuses. These are all guys who are quite successful in hitting and knocking people out. When they lose, they can't take it. They start saying, my arm's hurting, this and that and that, this and that. You know what I mean? But the question to Wilder, he said, I want to go out on my shield. You were, man. You went out on your shield. Your ear was bleeding again, by the way. And you ended up looking like a sucker MC on the floor. But at the same time, you was a danger all the way through the fight. But, you know, end of the day, if you're going to get a trainer to tell you what you hear, then, yeah, they're going to tell you what you hear. They'll tell you you're their king, and take your money. Well, that's what happened. They took your money. And, you know, my man's gone back. Malik's gone back to doing his soft porn with that big fat thing on Instagram.
Oh,
you know
Lord.
what I mean? And that's
Hey,
what's
man.
going on. Yeah, that's what's getting Malik's good. Malik's smoking that cigar with that big fat thing right now. You see them got their pictures.
Don't be
Malik
silent.
got
Don't be
Malik got a man
silent,
PJ.
DJ. Hey,
Yeah, the mampy. Yeah, the mampy.
Big girls need love too.
Hey, that's what he's on. That's what
Girls need
Malik
love
was saying.
too.
Anything to feed that big man.
I want it, bumper.
Yeah, she said Malik was saying anything to feed the food. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey guys,
there's
I gotta
no-
slide off, man. Thanks for having me, man. Y'all crazy.
Nice one.
Peace.
Nice one. Peace out. Hey, another thing as
Malik.
well. You see, yeah, go ahead. Go say
Malik got
something.
a mampy doing soft phone, dog. Yo.
Yeah, that's what he's on. That's what he's on. You can go on Instagram, go look for yourself. He's gone back into the bath. He got her in the bath with legs open and them
Oh
nastiness.
no!
Yeah,
Don't
he's-
say that,
he's-
EJ. Don't tell
back
me
on
I'm
the-
gonna have to go to Instagram now.
He's back on the nastiness, man. He couldn't wait to get back because the man she need money. You know what I mean? She's expensive. She's got expensive taste. You see, AJ is doing a good job, right? He's left the UK. He's seeing what out there in America, and he's gonna find the best situation for him. I think that's a good look. You know, is he gonna settle in Eddie Reynoso's gym over there? I don't know, but I like the way AJ is going around America and seeing what's out there. He could have been on that before. You know, you don't have to lose AJ to go to America. You could have been on that before, by the way, you know. And I like, it's good to see AJ out there. But let me talk about that Sandor Martin before we jump into this one in this Instagram thing. Yeah, Sandor Martin, I know him because Xavier Miller's fighter, K Prosper, fought him at 140, and he gave him trouble. And he regularly fights 10 rounders. So he's a busy, tricky southpaw. Not really got power, but he's tricky. And he's one of the Matchroom fighters who they built up in Spain. So Matchroom said, we're gonna take a gamble with him, but. Mikey Garcia is like, okay, yeah, Robert Garcia is looking, so he ain't got no power. Yeah, we'll take that fight. Mikey's good at southpaw, but Michael's been active for like over 2 years, and it seemed like Mikey's not as strong at 140, and you could see what was going on there. He was pushing the fight, but he was just getting pepped in his face, and Sandor beat him. You know what I mean? I wasn't overly that because I was thinking about it, but I never thought, they had beat Mikey in the way he beat Mikey so easily. It was just like, yo, this guy's not the same no more. Or that Sandor game is the real deal. In any case, that's one of the biggest upsets you're gonna see this year. And congratulations to Sandor Martin on the upset. Is Mikey can take the rematch? No, we shouldn't take a rematch. Mikey needs to work out what weight he is and lose some of that weight. And and that's where I'm at with that. Joshua and Canelo, two of the biggest sellers in boxing. What a great seeing them talking like that. But at the end of the day, I think Joshua's probably over there to work for Eddie. Oh, there you go. They're back on the bullshit. You see what I'm trying to tell you? See, this is what I'm saying. The soft port, that's what they're up to. That's what Malik wants to be on. That's exactly artistic is what he calls it. Artistic voyeur, whatever the masterness they're on. They're on that bullshit, man. They're on that. Malik. That's what he's on. He freaky deaky like that, you know what I mean? He might have got a new fat thing actually, But I doubt it, you know what I mean? But anyway, Andy Joshua over there with Canelo. Maybe he's doing Eddie Hearn's work of going over there and trying to sweet Canelo to come back after. Say, listen, bro, you need to come back to the zone after. You know what I mean? Just making sure, and congratulate him on gonna beat Caleb Plant. So it's good, man. Who's this guy knocked out? Who's someone knocked out?
That's Tay Jones.
Tay Jones, that's Wilder's guy. What, getting knocked out?
No, he knocked the guy out.
He knocked the guy out, yeah?
Sent him to orbit, sent to a different dimension.
Oh, yeah, he has a good overhand right. Maybe he should have been the trainer, man. Wilder need this. Wilder need that spirit, yeah? But you looking at that bum? Who you looking at? Are you looking at a bum, though, isn't it?
Knocking out a bum. Knocking out a bum. Okay, so the fight doctor. Where's the fight doctor? Is the fight doctor here? Fight doctor eating some mushrooms.
Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties with your mushrooms?
Well, they're fresh. They need time to ripen.
Okay. So, you want to piggyback off of the back of what EJ said? EJ, what was your final point?
In regards to Wilder, if Raphie, if Fight Doctor, if you was to say nice thing to Wilder will let you train him as well. That's what I have to say. And Sandor Martin deserved the victory because he was active. He was busy, almost like Pacquiao losing to that Usyk. It's the same situation, and he's a southpaw as well. You know what I mean? Why would you fight a guy who's busy and you've been inactive? In both situations, both of them was layoff and they're fighting guys who are non-punchers, but these guys are busy. You know what I mean? So guys should do their homework before they try and cherry pick. That's what I'd say.
For real. You want to piggyback off that?
Yeah. So I agree, and at the end of the day, I think Mark Breland said it best that Wilder is uncoachable, and that's true. I suspect that it is. Well, there's just nothing you can do there. There were people saying that the third fight was necessary. The beating, the beatdown, the massacre was necessary in order for him to learn, like, this is what you need to do. Stop playing checkers, start playing chess. But if he wishes to continue playing checkers when everyone else is playing chess, well, that's to his detriment. And, his career has already been shortened. And I suspect it will be shortened even further if he doesn't make the proper adjustments, if he doesn't stop playing checkers.
Dime. Damn. Well, we've got to talk about the Savannah Marshall. We've got to talk about the Savannah Marshall. Let me get out of that. What else is that? What else? Where is the Savannah Marshall? Oh, okay, so about to close the poll. And the question was Garcia, rematch or move along? And 33% said rematch and 67% said move along. So that's 2/3 say move along, 1/3 say rematch. Okay, so we're going to end that poll now. And what was it what I was going to do? Oh, yes, I remember well. Where is it? There it is. Let's share that, shall we? Hold on. Let's share this. Boom, boom, boom. And let's have a look at the visibility on that. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Velvet DeVoe. Okay. So, EJ, Hughie Fury went up against Christian Hamer, ex-opponent of Tyson Luke Fury. Tyson Luke Fury, that was the fight in which Tyson Luke Fury got popped for eating boar's meat. Copious amounts of boar's meat and entrails. Boar's meat and entrails. And it was ruled by the British Boxing Board of Control that fight should be deemed a no contest due to the PED violation. Christian Hamer, durable guy, although the TV commentators don't seem to mention it. But anyway, they didn't mention it during this broadcast, and certainly not that I heard. Anyway, Christian Hamer, durable character, robust character, never seems to be too far out of fighting shape. And he went up against Hughie Fury, cousin of Luke Fury, Tyson Luke Fury. And I think that Hughie did a nice job. Christian Hamer, known to be robust. I think he went 10 rounds in a 10-round fight with Yoka, if I'm not mistaken, last time out. And Hughie pretty much finished him on his stool. Hamer said he had a bicep injury, but he could be looked at that he finished on his stool. EJ Boxing. By the way, I think it was a good performance by Hughie. It was a decent, it's a good performance by Hughie, in my opinion. What say you, EJ Boxing?
I say Fury. I say he looked like shit. That's what I say, man. He looked like a lump of shit. That fight was awful, mate. You know what? That Hammer guy, yeah. It's unfortunately he got his bicep pulled, yeah. Because I wanted him to bang up Fury if he looked like garbage. You know the funny thing about it, Hughie Fury was fighting was it Samuel Peters, and he dislocated his shoulder as well. And this is another one where this guy has pulled a bicep, and Hughie's lucky. He's both fortunate because it looked like that tall Hammer was putting hands on him. You could see he didn't know what was going on. This guy was beating this. You know, Hughie's got the acne. He was punching the spots off his face. I tell you what, he's a very nice guy, though. I ain't gonna lie. Hughie is a nice guy. You know what I mean? He's a pleasant guy. I've interviewed him before, and I have no bad words on him. But man, this guy needs to stop it, bro. You know what I mean? He needs to stop it, right? End of the day, like, it's just, you're gonna get hurt, bro. Like, stop faking the funk, bro. You're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere, bro. Like, I hope we're gonna talk about Eubank because I'm gonna rinse Eubank out as well. He's another one, yeah. But this guy to me, it's like, you know, he's like a knockout waiting to happen. You know, against one of the top guys in there, he's gonna get turned. He's gonna get put on his back. I like Huey, but you know, I think his dad and him have gone too far. It's nothing new. He wants to run. He wants to hold. The fight was horrible. I'm glad the fight got stopped in the way it did, yeah. But I was looking at Torhammer. I was thinking, if that bicep never happened, he looked like he was going to get a beating. So I wasn't impressed. And I think Huey looks like he's deteriorated, man. He's like, he was never that good anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's got his brother's name, but he's too negative. He's very too negative. He hasn't got power. Yeah, he's a big lump and that, but he's just a knockout waiting to happen. I'd put Daniel Dubois in right now, and Daniel would put hands on him. You know what I mean? Because he'd run. The moment he gets hit, look at him. That's what he does. He gets hit and he just runs around the ring, and you can't win a fight like that, man. It's not impressive. So that's my take on Huey.
Okay, so what's your take on Chris Eubank? I haven't seen that fight yet. I haven't seen that fight yet.
Let me that guy who is he? He doesn't know who he is. He's trying to be Roy Jones Jr. The guy's got no it's like he's lost his identity. Like getting with Roy Jones, he walked out with both his hands pointed out. And I'm looking at, what are you doing? You know what I mean? What are you doing? Like, it's like that's what Roy Jones used to do when he used to take the piss, yeah? I'm sorry for using the words. When he used to take the mick out of the opponents. And I thought, man, he looks awful. It's like he's actually got awful. It's like, and you're telling me that opponent is getting you ready for Golovkin. He kept saying, I'm going to be a world champion in 12 months. But how? Fighting who? That guy's going to get you ready for Golovkin and thing. By the way, he's ranked number 3 in the world, by the way. 3 in the world over. So you have Triple G, you have Charlo, and then you have him in the middleweight division. And in the Britain, I don't even know why he's ranked number 1. Like, who's he beat, man? Oh, James DeGale. Oh, James DeGale. Okay. All right, you beat James DeGale. Okay, I'll give you that. Yildirim, good win. But when you stepped up a class like Billy Joe Saunders, and when you went in with George Groves, like he reverted right back to him, and he looked like a complete novice. Like, you stop faking the funk. Like, I look at it, yeah. His dad has taught him well how to con people. He's conning everyone, bro. He's a con artist, man. This guy's no good. Like, you can't. The only reason you brought Roy Jones is because you don't respect anyone. He said to Ronnie Davis, I just need him to hold the bucket. Ronnie Davis is one of the most experienced cornermen in England, yeah. And he said, I only want him to hold the bucket. This is how he talks, man. So the reason why he's got Roy Jones, because he looks up to Roy Jones because he's seen him on TV. But hold on, I didn't think he was gonna actually act like and try and be like him. I mean, my God! I said, this guy.
What do you think? What do you think of Eubank and Billy Joe Saunders?
Billy Joe Saunders would peck him all day. The same thing. Even though Billy with his dodgy eye and his thing, Billy would beat him with one hand behind his back, man. Like, real talk here. He's very fit, Eubank, but he what happens is that there's levels to this thing, right? When he goes in there, he reverts the thing. He knows he's faking the funk. He ain't about it. Because if he was, Raphie, fight doctor, and everyone in the panel, why are you fighting a bum opponent no one hears of, and even when you beat him, no one knows nothing about him? Why are you fighting that? Like, how is that when you've got all the rankings in the world? Why are you fighting that guy to say, yeah, get you ready for Triple G? How is that guy getting you ready for Triple G? What makes you think you're gonna beat Charlo or Triple G in the world? How are you gonna be a world champion? What belt are you gonna be? Because you have to get the Charlos, as I understand, and you have to fight Triple G, and you don't want no parts of that. Because listen to this, people, right? First, let's look at this, right? He got offered the fight against Triple G when he was with Matchroom, and his dad pulled out for whatever reason, because his dad knew someone was gonna get beat. Right? That's the first one. The second one was he was signed to the PVC. And Matt Carbo was whooping his ass. And Matt Carbo dislocated his shoulder, and he was about to knock him out, yeah? And he left the PVC. So if you were signed to the PVC, so you could have got... Yeah, exactly. You could have got the Charlo fight. So in 2 situations, you was on the platforms to make that fight. But now you're the next gen, and you're coming back. You're 32 years of age, and you're still fighting bums. All you're looking is for a payday and attention, and you ain't about that smoke, bro. Stop lying to the people. I like you, Bank. But I have to be real with it. You're not fighting no one to get you ready for what's in front of you. You need to fight a former world champion, and you're not fighting no one.
He could do. If he gets in with Billy Joe Saunders, a fight I would love to see, by the way. Unfortunately, with Eubank's new style change, I did hear about the style change. I hear he's not using the jab. I think that's unfortunate. The jab, it's a tool. It's
gone backwards.
Tool. It's not good. It's not good. You get the jab back in. Get the jab back in. Put the jab back in.
He's taking the mick out of these bums, because he can.
The jab back in. You got to get the jab back in. You ain't no Roy Jones. You ain't no Roy Jones.
Exactly. But Roy Jones was fighting better level of opponents than he is, right? And what I'm saying is that, stop faking the funk. Like, Savannah Marshall is another one. I like Savannah. She's a nice girl. But she's
payday. You want payday.
Yeah, Savannah Marshall needs to stop fighting welterweights. This girl was a former welterweight who moved up, who was undefeated, and the girl gave her business. The girl gave her a bit of business, and Savannah was so happy she stopped her. But let's get it right, yeah? you're nowhere on the level of Clarissa Shields. Nowhere on the level. Beating a black girl is not beating Clarissa. Look at the girl hit her. This girl was a former welterweight, right? And you know they put her in there as a payday, and she stopped her. But you're supposed to, because no one's heard of that girl. There's loads of girls in boxing who've got names. Clarissa Shields beat name women in nose and boxing. Hannah Gabriels and the other girl, the Russian girl, whatever her name is. These are now why if you should have fought one of them girls, yeah, to help get you ready for Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields is laughing. It's like, come on, man, you're fighting like lower tier. She's another one. Like these boxer and this boxer, by the way, they need to stop putting these showcase fighters and trying to convince us that these people like Hannah, what's her name again? Savannah Marshall and Eubanks, yeah, are actually gonna win when you put them in against top tier competition. You know, she's gonna get exposed badly by Shields, and so's Eubank when he steps up. That's all I gotta say. The floor is yours, Raphie.
Oh, okay. I was muted, but now we're sorted. Okay, and there you have it. The passionate words of EJ Boxing. EJ Boxing. Your final words. Your final words. Thanks for joining us, by the way.
Stop faking the funk. That's my final words. Stop faking the funk. Yeah, boxing's real. We saw real fights the other day. Fury Wilder, the undercard, Frank Sanchez versus Efia Jogba, Kaneki versus Hellenius. Yo, we need more of that of boxing, not more of this bullshit showcase fights that people don't know who they're fighting. Stop lying to the public.
Stop lying to the public. And that was the EJ Boxing Live. EJ, much appreciation for dropping in. Much appreciation. Okay. And then we're left with the Fight Doctor. The Fight Doctor, your final words, please. Thanks for joining.
So, thank you for having me, Raphie. And I just want to say to you that it's okay.
What's okay?
It's okay that you are, in reality, a Deontay Wilder fan, perhaps one of his biggest.
Okay.
So, just, it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay to be a Wilder fan. It's okay to be a Wilder fan.
Yes, sir.
So we're just concerned. I'm just showing my concern as a boxing fan for the Wilder, for the windmill.
Yes. Well, like I said, if you are and I suspect that you are a Wilder fan, just go right ahead, come out of the closet. It's okay. We live in a very liberal time now where, people of alternative lifestyles are more accepted. So,
okay. You're an alternative lifestyle Wilder fan. You're an alternative lifestyle Wilder fan. The old LDBC, alternative lifestyle. Listen, brother. I can't get with no guy who wants to get pregnant. That's not in my vocabulary. That's some different shizzle. I don't know how you USA cats move. I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if they teach that in schools. I don't know, brother. I just have to listen to you.
Well, I'm a boxing fan first, right? Okay. I'm a boxing fan first. But I will say this about America. We offer the best trainers, which is why your guy, Anthony Joshua, is currently over here shopping himself around, looking for the proper instruction in the boxing game, proper instruction on how to beat a southpaw. So say what you will, but the US of A offers the best boxing instruction. All right. Now, what he needs to do is Anthony Joshua needs to come here to the Midwest.
Yeah.
Okay. He needs to come into the Midwest and learn, the proper way to hand out a what whooping. Okay. That's what he needs to do, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, we're gonna watch developments, so we're gonna see how that go, see how that flow. And the Fight Doctor, always entertaining, always amusing, always coming from a different direction. Much appreciation for jumping on. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. Thank
100%. 100%. And that was the Fight Doctor. And then there was one. Because there can only be one. And his name is Raphael Dawkins. And it's the Combat Radio. And okay. So we've made it through Then there were two. There can only be one. There can only be one. What's going on here? Hey, well, you know where to come. You know where to tune in to catch that kind of action. What's going on here? AJ needs trainers like Wilder's. Great American trainers. Funny stuff. Funny stuff. Also, I think we've done it. I was impressed by I like Savannah. I like her movement. She does pack a punch. I think she's gonna be a handful. So for Clarissa Shields, she's gonna be a proper handful. What's this here? Yeah, proper handful. And Yui Fury, I was impressed. With Yui Fury. Christian Hamer is a durable character. So for him to make the guy quit on his stool, whether it's an arm or the heart, I don't know. I just don't know. We don't know whether it was the heart, arm, or the heart. Your king is here. He will rise like the phoenix from the ashes. Yeah, I got AJ sparking Wilder, knocking him spark out. That's what I got. Your king is here. What else we got here? Another great show in the bag. Panel and chat. 100%. So that brings us to the end of another one. And it was a good one. It was a great one. Thanks to everybody who jumped on the panel. The Pigeon, the Iron Kong, the Fight Doctor, the EJ Boxing Live. Did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't miss anybody. Okay. So, and of course, you, the people without whom this would be like a shout in the forest. It would be like a shout in an empty forest. No one would hear. Hello, 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 hello. Somebody would hear somewhere, surely. Have your GPS activated. Shout out to the UK from the US of A. It's been a good one. It's been a great one. Thank you for joining. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button. Hit that super chat button. Hit all the good buttons when you come on in. Come on out the cold. Yeah. Can't find anything to make it rhyme, so it's a good time to end this shizzle. End this shizzle now. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like. It's the subscribe. It's the comments. It's the shares. And it's the hitting the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And we're out. Blessed.